Good Monday afternoon to everybody here on NEA Report. It's 2 minutes 30 seconds till the top of the hour, 3 p.m. We want to let you know that there is a possibility for some storms to roll in tomorrow afternoon, mainly after 1 p.m. We're watching for possibilities for showers and thunderstorms. Turn your phone down, Stan, before you go on the air. Possibilities for showers and thunderstorms to roll in tomorrow afternoon, after 1 p.m. mainly. It's going to be a windy afternoon as well. And we're going to see that gust up to 30 miles per hour. So we're going to be watching that. We're going to tell you about that coming up in your forecast on NEA Report Plus News. Here we go. Tonight's top story: if there was ever a bad time to text and drive, or to, for that matter, watch a newscast on your phone and drive, just listen, don't watch. It'll still be safe that way. But if there was ever a time for you to not be a distracted driver, it's this month. And from now going forward, it's all about raising awareness of how dangerous it is for you to drive on the road while any sort of electronic distraction is in your hands. And law enforcement officers across Northeast Arkansas have pledged their united support by participating in a national awareness campaign that begins today, and really this month, and lasts all month long. But it's not just going to be this month, it's the law going forward, and for a while now, too. It's called You Drive, You Text, You Pay, both an educational initiative and enforcement effort to keep distracted drivers off of the road. We posted the full press release today at NEAReport.com, but the gist of it is that Arkansas law prohibits the use of a handheld cell phone for texting, typing, email, or accessing the internet while driving, regardless of the driver's age. Accessing the internet while driving, by the way, means a lot of things, like looking at a map system on your phone while you're driving. Obviously, you need an internet connection and some level of information downloaded for that to happen, and that would make it against the law. It's also a primary offense, meaning that the state trooper or officer or sheriff's deputy can pull you over without any kind of other violation. If they see you driving down the road texting or videoing while driving, because I see a lot of people do that, and even some friends of the website, you got to be safe, and you can't do that. They can pull you over for that and give you a citation. And it says that they will this month if they catch people texting and driving. Just don't do it, it says. The National Distracted Driving Effort focuses on ways to change the behavior of drivers through legislation, enforcement, public awareness, and education. The latter two of which we're helping with right now, or we hope we are anyway. Enforcement comes from the officers, but legislation, that comes from people that are elected. And so we hope that they are always thinking about ways to make something that is definitely and proven to be dangerous happen less often. That is texting while driving. I mean, that's the simple way of saying it, but it goes beyond that. Going through the phone pretty much in any form counts anymore. If you'd like to find out more information about this awareness campaign, we posted the full press release at NEAReport.com. You can check it out. It's under the Community tab, and it's also the top story today. So I told you a couple of days last week that there's supposed to be a big announcement tomorrow, and it's still planned, and we're still going to tell you what it is whenever we find out, which has not been yet. This was the announcement, the news media advisory that was sent out today. This is a major announcement Tuesday at Arkansas State University. Sorry, we're not at liberty to name names on Monday. Today, it says. But they did say it's a major announcement. And look at the details, right? Let me highlight this because I want y'all to see this. It says, some may say we use the term major too often, but this is definitely more major than usual. This will be one of those events in university history that people will remember for a long time, and we want to know what you think it is. Tell us in chat. Give us an idea. If anybody guesses it perfectly and accurately, at least if one person does, we'll give you an NEA Report shirt tomorrow. So, tell us what you think it is. What is the major announcement that will be tomorrow at Arkansas State University? We will cover it and let you know on Tuesday on NEA Report. Through a Child's Eyes STEM Day at ASU Museum is happening this weekend. The Arkansas State University Museum will host the STEM Day exhibition and related events celebrating art and science. It's 1 to 3 p.m. on Sunday, April 8th. TACE, or Through a Child's Eyes, is a juried art exhibition featuring works of art by children aged 4 through grade 8 across the area. Local judges will award first, second, third place ribbons to each grade level. You know that's going to be so much fun for the kids, but educational and valuable for them as well. An overall winner will be honored with the Charlotte Jones Best in Show Award. This year's edition of Through a Child's Eyes will be dedicated to Dr. Charlotte Jones, who died recently. She is the former director of the ASU Museum, and the annual exhibition was one of her favorite projects, it says. Guests coming into the main gallery will find art-themed activities that cross into science, technology, engineering, and math. That's what STEM stands for. And inspires creative thinking and innovation, too. It could be quirky, unconventional ways to create art that you see, but it's going to be a valuable time for those involved. As mentioned, it's whether they're age 4 all the way up to grade 8. That's happening this weekend, Sunday, April 8th, 1 to 3 p.m. at ASU Museum, and you can find out more at NEAReport.com. Okay, now let's take a look at your New Wave Wireless weather forecast, and we've got some thunderstorms to tell you about. Thanks so much to New Wave, home of the $49 iPhone screen repair. So the temperatures, first of all, are going to do something crazy in the next 24 hours. Let me explain it to you, okay? Because we've got a weird warm front that's going to move in overnight tonight, and a slight chance for showers in the overnight hours tonight. With mostly cloudy skies otherwise, the temperature is going to rise to 61 by 5 a.m. tomorrow. Tomorrow, by the way, showers, thunderstorms likely, mainly after 1 p.m., with mostly cloudy skies, the high rising to 71, and a windy day tomorrow, too, gusts up to 30 miles per hour. Now, I did mention showers and thunderstorms. Only expected to produce about 1/4 inch of rainfall, but that possibility will continue at least to a lesser degree into Tuesday night, with a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms before 1 a.m. And then mostly cloudy skies clearing up with a low, again, this is going to be weird, down to 37. Wednesday sunny, the high only near 54, and then areas of frost Wednesday night after 1 a.m. with mostly clear skies, 35-degree low. And Thursday, the frost, well, it'll be around until 9 a.m., at least in areas. The temperature will rise up to around 62 on Thursday, and then Thursday night, the showers and thunderstorms start to come back in. A slight chance Thursday night, a greater 50-50 chance Friday, and then showers and thunderstorms possible, but unlikely, lasting throughout the weekend. Right now, 45 degrees, chilly in northeast Arkansas and Jonesboro right now, and overcast skies in west Jonesboro. Hope it feels great wherever you are across NEA.
Haley Norris, Realtor. Should I make my hair go like this? Whether you need to buy, sell, or lease. Haley, can I use my hands? Or is that, where are my hands? Where do they go? Haley.
Just say Haley.
Whether you need my expertise. Haley Norris, Realtor. Or even do a commercial lease. Haley Norris, Realtor. Should I say Remax Real Estate Center or no? Is that too salesy?
No, that's good.
My average days on market is just 50 days. You need my expertise. And that means I'm putting more money back in your pocket.
We had a website that we had had for a number of years. It had become unwieldy to navigate. Ace One said, give me a little time and I'll come up with something and just see what you think about it. It blew us away. Ace One and his staff have given such close personal attention and outstanding customer service, just as if we were $1 million company. I just can't say enough good things about them.
Brothers Flooring on Highway 67 South in Pocahontas has all your flooring covered. Stop by our showroom Monday through Friday 8 to 5 and see all we have. Carpet with pad and install starting at $16.50 a square yard. Laminate with pad installed starting at just $3.25 a square foot. Every name brand of engineered and solid hardwood from $5 a square foot and up. Waterproof vinyl planks, wood look and tile look, attached cork pack starting at $3.49 a square foot installed. Ceramic and porcelain tile of all sizes and all colors. We build custom tiled showers from the floor up shelves and benches, tub surrounds, kitchen backsplashes like no other. Brothers Flooring, Highway 67 North in Pocahontas. Call today, 870-892-2525.
You'll remember last week I talked to you about Facebook and how that it was having trouble identifying obvious bot accounts and phony accounts. Well, I'm going to give them a tiny eensy bit of credit because either they watched this show or they figured out the one we told you about last week, Sebastian Nikolov, which was a girl that had a profile that she wanted me to click on because she wanted to do webcam love or something. I don't know. Anyway, point being, she wanted to... It was not good stuff, illicit stuff, and it was probably virus level stuff too. Well, Facebook says they reviewed the profile again, and they went ahead and removed it this time. But they're still rejecting my report of the account called No Body. Catch the spelling of that, by the way. No Body. They said it's something that doesn't go against one of their community standards because evidently people aren't actually looking at this, or if they are, we don't know what they're looking for. Facebook's still under fire for privacy concerns and for other issues they've been having, not just privacy level. We reported last week Congressman Rick Crawford said he was done with Facebook and he was actually closing his page down, which he communicated with constituents on quite frequently. Also, Tim Cook coming out and speaking against Facebook significantly. And Facebook firing back. Cook saying this would never have happened under his management. Zuckerberg saying that he was being a little bit idealistic in the way that he suggested they handle business. So it's a continuing discussion and a continuing hot topic, and we are going to continue to follow it. And at a minimum, show you things on the ground level, like the accounts that are making it through and the ones that aren't. I'll show you all that stuff on NEA Report. Just about 10 minutes after the hour, and I want to tell you something or show you something in case you haven't already seen it that should be concerning to every person out there. Have you heard the national stories? Let me give you a little pretext first. Talking about the nationwide stories about Sinclair sending this script to all of their television stations, making them read this stuff. Well, I'm going to give you an example of exactly what it is right now. And then I'm going to tell you how many of those stations are across and near Northeast Arkansas, because it's probably more than you realize. In fact, you probably watched at least 2 of them. Watch this.
San Antonio's Jessica Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility is to serve our
Treasure Valley communities,
the El Paso, Las Cruces communities,
Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But we are concerned about the trouble and irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and
false news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these stories simply aren't true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think.
And that's irony, because you're right, Sinclair. Some members of the media do push their own biases and agenda to push through their television stations, and I think that's what you're doing. Sinclair owns a ton of stations. They own a lot of them. In fact, they own some you've probably watched in Northeast Arkansas. Let me give you some examples. KATV, Channel 7 in Little Rock, they're owned by Sinclair. WREG in Memphis, they're owned by Sinclair. KFSM, along with KXNW in Fort Smith, are also owned by this broadcasting company. This company that has sent a script to so many stations. Look at this. Somebody on YouTube compiled this list, this number of videos, and it has every anchor reading the exact same script from every station about, ironically, dishonesty in reporting and dangers to democracy. So you have to think about this just for a second. Because when all of these different media organizations, these big, giant conglomerates come along, like Clear Channel, remember what they did for local radio? They drove it into the ground. And that's why they're filing for bankruptcy. They had to change their name to iHeartRadio because they were so unpopular for what they had done to the radio industry. Well, Sinclair Broadcasting is one of the biggest companies in America, and it owns all these local channels. And this is what's going on. Sorry, I don't know why Lon Teagles just called me in the middle of my show. he's gonna get mad at me for using his name, but I'm doing a broadcast, brother. TV friends aside, this should be concerning to just about anybody out there. KATV, WREG. And that doesn't mean that other stations are innocent. That doesn't mean those stations are completely fake or phony. But what it does mean is that you have to take into account when a national organization owns your local media company, are you really dealing with a local media company? Or are you just dealing with local figureheads? It's interesting to think about, and something we wanted to make sure we brought along to you this afternoon on NEA Report. A tragedy out of White County, where a deputy with the White County Sheriff's Office and also a school resource officer at Riverview passed away over the weekend unexpectedly. Deputy Lynn Smith died after an emergency surgery that was caused or necessitated by complications from a surgical procedure earlier in the week. Unfortunately, the emergency surgery he never recovered from, and he passed away Sunday evening at 9 p.m. A prayer circle was held this morning by the students and those at the school that he was a school resource officer at, Riverview. He loved his students and cared for them so very much, according to the release from the White County Sheriff's Office. But it also mentions his brothers and sisters he cared for and loved as well as they loved him back at the Sheriff's Department, too. Law enforcement across Northeast Arkansas grieving for one of their own who passed away tragically over the weekend, and our deepest thoughts and condolences go out as well.